I would like to introduce the El Paso Community College group for this presentation on understanding desert climate from solar eclipses and varying seasonal effects using globe observer protocols and professional collaborations by Dr. Olgin de Lo Fernandez, Dr. Adriana Perez, and myself, Dr. John Olgin. The solar eclipses of 2023 and 2024 offered an opportunity to conduct educational and public outreach and data collection through mass mobilization of citizen scientists unique to these once-in-a-lifetime events. At EPCC, event coordinators Dr. Olgin de Lo and myself, Dr. John Olgin, utilized GLOBE and other STEM agency resources that helped our outreach campaign with the general public. Information booths were used to pass out information and solar filter glasses for the general public to use. Also used at these booths were infographics that highlighted the impacts of solar eclipses with the environment. This allowed event organizers and participants to engage in the general public on how to safely view the eclipses and learn more about how they impact the local environment. Satellite stations, such as those situated at the University of Texas at El Paso and Tornillo Elementary School, allowed us to reach a wider audience, covering various locations within the El Paso County. NASA Globe workbooks on clouds, climates, and aerosols were distributed to the general public and were a big hit with the younger audience. Additionally, the events at EPCC were also broadcasted via YouTube for all to watch and experience our events. Another hit with the crowd was using globe pinhole projectors that were printed and distributed to the general public. People of all ages use these pinholes and other natural pinholes to use and see the eclipse being projected on the ground. Some also challenged each other to make eclipse designs on the ground as well, and further heightened the interest in understanding solar eclipses in general. Another component to these events was the guest speaker Antonio Gómez Miranda from Mexico's Instituto Nacional de Antropología y Historia. He spoke at both eclipse events on how solar eclipses impacted early Mesoamerican cultures and societies. These talks sparked continued interest on these astronomical events and were used to help guide the general public to engage in scientific data gathering later on. The key part of this engagement activities was to encourage and recruit eager participants in partaking in data collection during these solar eclipses. In situ workshops on how to install and use the NASA Globe Observer app were given at both eclipse events, and the Globe event coordinators then guided them to collect temperature and cloud data during these events. The slide shows some of the cloud data collected at the Trans Mountain campus during the 2023 annular eclipse event and was sent to the Globe database for future use. This slide shows some of the weather stations that EPCC installed at various campuses that were used to collect data during both eclipses. The data here shows different temperature patterns between the 2023 and 2024 solar eclipses. The unique difference between the two events was that the amount of cloud cover was noticeable. Where the 2023 event had scattered cloud cover, the 2024 event broke into overcast cloud cover. People could still witness the eclipse through the telescopes with the proper filters, but the cloud cover brought an extra dimension to understanding how temperature variations are impacted by the combination of eclipses and cloud cover. A great learning tool to better understand cloud eclipse combinations is utilizing the EDI learning module developed at EPCC by Dr. Adriana Perez and Dr. John Olgin. Here, students can gather data from My NASA Data and Globe databases to learn more about how to interpret cloud data and learn about the impacts of cloud cover and its effects on the environment. In conclusion, the overall success of these events were due in part by the collaborations with the Gene Roddenberry Planetarium, hosting informational hands-on activity booths and hands-on activities, EPCC organizations, EPCC TV, Texas Tech, and the Texas Tech STEM Coalition by providing valuable resources on solar eclipses. The local media also helped get the word out in the El Paso and in our sister city, Ciudad Juárez in Mexico. Thanks to all who made this an awesome success and made it all possible. Thank you for your time and hope to answer any questions you may have during the Q&A sessions later. You all can also find more information on what we are developing at EPCC using the Globe protocols and Globe Observer app with our international community at my blog listed here. Thanks again, and look forward to working with you in the future.
And I believe Olyenka and Adriana maybe are here. There they are. So if you have questions about that, you can find them later.